Hello, welcome to my live. Let's do some makeup. Okay, guys. Today I'll be starting with my brows. So getting here, let's get started. Just preparing my things. So I'll start with my spoolie. Now, what I'll do is just make sure that you brush up everything so you can see whatever you're doing. Welcome to my live. Please power tap as you join me. Alima, you're welcome. Hey friend, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. So you want to just brush up. You can see your brow hair clearly. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So after I do that, you want to take a little bit of powder. I'm good. I'm using the e.l.f. HD powder. Thank you so much for the likes. I'm using the e.l.f. HD powder. I'm going to grab the powder on a brush like this. Thank you. I'm just going to apply some of the powder on my brow. This will help to get rid of any excess oil that I have on my brow. When you do that, it gives you a good base for your pencil or your gel, whatever you're using for your brows to, thank you so much, thank you. Whatever you're using for your brows to come out well. Thank you. Because if you can see my face, I already prepped my face. So I had oil on my brow. That's why I needed to apply some powder on it. Now, after applying your powder, you want to brush up again. This time around is just to is just to take off the excess powder that you have on the brow. Thank you so much, Hudevi. Thank you. So I will just brush that up. Now my brow is ready to take the product. Emilio, thank you for joining me. Now, this is the pencil I'll be using. You can see how sharp that pencil is. That is what you... Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the perfume. Let me spray some. Thank you so much. Thank you. And also thank you for joining me. Okay, you want to make sure that your pencil is this sharp when you're drawing your brows. Okay, now you can see your own natural brow lines like that. Make sure that you're drawing that. Don't make it too bold and don't bring it right down. Follow your natural brow line. Thank you so much. Follow your natural brow line and make a very tiny line. So your pencil is going to be pointy like this. You want to put your pencil pointy like that to draw the line. You don't want to put it flat, because if you put it flat, you're going to draw a very bold line and you don't want that, okay? Now I'll put my pencil pointy like this. Then what I'll do is make a tiny line. Okay, now I have my line. I'm going to draw the other side. Please guys, let's power tap. Now at the top of the brow, I'm not going to start from here. I'm going to start where my brows start getting thicker. Okay, I'm going to start right there. So my pencil is broken. I'm going to sharpen that again because you need that to be sharp. You don't want the head to be big. And it's like, okay, you need that to be this sharp. You see how sharp this is? So what I'll do is I'll do hair-like strokes at the front part. You can see this area where my brows are not that thick. You want to randomly do hair-like strokes there. Don't press too hard. So you want to just randomly fill that in so it looks like you have thick hair in that area. Okay. Don't press your pencil down. You just want to give it an illusion like you have fuller brow hair at the front. So after doing that, I'm going to start here and draw the back, the top of the brow. And I'm going to link it at the one at the bottom. So you start here. So what you want to do now is fill in the space. You want to do it gently. Don't press the pencil too hard. And you want to keep sharpening your pencil as you go because you can see how it's looking like. especially with this pencil I'm using, is very, very soft. And that's why it's almost finished, because you sharpen it once and you cannot use it for the entire brow. You need to go ahead and keep sharpening. Just okay, after doing that, you want to take this pulley. Lady Mercy, you're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining. So I just took this pulley and brush it again, because we need the hair to look as natural as possible. Thank you for joining me. You're welcome. So after doing that, you want to take your flat brush. After doing that, you want to take your flat brush like this and your concealer. I'm going to be using these two concealers. So I'll take the light one first, which is this one. It's the Juvia's Space Concealer in the shade 12. You can go ahead and place that at the back of your hand. So at the brow bone, I'm going to use this shade, the light shade. So when you're drawing your, when you are, Ibrahim, you're welcome to my life. Kadi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Saida, thank you for joining me. When you're drawing your brows, when you're concealing your brows, you want to take your time. Don't be in a hurry, because this is when you're going to shape that brow to the shape that you want. So you don't need to be in a hurry when you're doing that. Just go gently and shape it. So at the front part of the brow, I'm going to be using this shade of the concealer. This one is the Dior concealer in the shade 6N. So whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to blend that onto my eyelid. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Help me to power tap. Thank you. So on the top of the brow, I'm going to be using the foundation. You want to use your foundation at the top of your brow because it will easily blend into your skin when you apply your foundation. So I'm going to take a brush like this to blend that concealer. And you want to tap to blend it. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Help me to power tap. Okay. You can go in again with your sponge and tap that and blend that for it to be smooth. Thank you for joining my life. You're welcome. So now we're going to start applying our eyeshadow. To start, I'm going to first of all set this up with let me take it first. I'm going to start with this bronzer to use it to set the entire lid. Then to do that, I'm going to take a bigger brush and take the product. So what you want to do is tap it. I'm just making sure I set that very well. So after I said to keep that in place, I'm going to take the eyeshadow, the palette I'm going to be using, which is going to be this one. So we are just going for a nude kind of look, nothing complicated. So I'll be using a big brush like this one. Thank you, Lilo. You're welcome to my life. So I'm going to take this brown shade here. You want to just use that to intensify that color. You want to intensify that bronzer you use. Make it a little bit darker. And you can see I'm applying that all over the lid area. Davy, welcome to my life. Thank you for joining me. Like this is one of the most the fastest eyeshadow look you can do, and it's very easy. If you're a beginner, you just want to apply the product, like just apply, tap to blend. You want to tap to blend it until you get the desired shade that you're going for. And I'm just using one shade. Debbie, I'm from Spain. Okay, I think that is looking quite good. I'm just going to take another brush. I'll take a small fluffy brush like this. Then I'll go into this shade, this orange shade here. Like just for on the top of the brush. Then this time around, I'm going to use it to blend just the edges of everything. Just blend the edges. So I'm still going into the orange shade to just blend the outer corners. Because even though we are going for a one shade look, we don't want the outer corners to be looking messy. We want the outer corners to blend very well, to be well, the blend should be smooth. Then on the inner corner here, I'm going to apply a little bit of white. Just to brighten up that inner corner. Then with the brush I used to apply the brown shade, I'm just going to blend the corners. We just want that inner corner to be brighter. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Power tap for me, please. That's all I ask for. Please power tap for me. Abel, thank you for joining me. Mamadou, you're welcome to my life. Because even though we want the outer corner to be bright, we want it to blend into the brown. So now I'm going to draw my liner. I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, this one. This one's still there. Now to draw your liner, you want to follow the line at the bottom line. Then look straight into your mirror and draw it up. You can take it up as long as you want it. Then at the inner corner of your eyes, you want to take it close to your lash line. Very close. Mercedes, you're welcome to my life. Take it close to your lash line. One thing I like about this liner is it doesn't hurt in the eyes. Thank you so much, Mark. Welcome to my life. I appreciate you. So I'm just making sure I fill that in. So I'll go ahead and draw the other side. So before I apply my mascara, I'll go ahead and prepare my lashes. I'll be using one of these lashes. Know where I kept my tweezers. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Power tap your screen for me. So when you pick up your lashes like this, right, if you look well at this end, you have excess material that you have excess material that you don't need. You want to go ahead and cut that off, but be careful not to cut the lash. Okay, because normally this is what pierces you in your eye sometimes when you pull your lashes. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you cut that off. And when you are picking your lashes, just that I can't find my tweezers right now. When you're picking your lashes from the plate, pick it from this side. Don't pick it here. You're going to destroy the lash. You want to pick it from this side. So you want to go ahead and cut this excess at the end. Sometimes it's not all the lashes that come. It's not all of it that come with that. So some of them come with that, but some of them don't. So if it doesn't come with that, you don't have to go and start cutting. Okay, you just cut when it comes with the so now I'm going to take my glue and apply a little bit on the lash. So you want to apply and leave it. Like for the lashes, what I do is I mostly put enough product at the outer corners of the lashes because those are the areas that normally lift. So I try to concentrate the product on that area, on this end and this end. So I'll leave that first for a while I go ahead and start doing the entire face. Thank you for joining my live. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Last, thank you for joining. Manvir, thank you for joining me. Suleiman, you're welcome to my live. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Power tap your screen for me. So my face is already prepped. eyeliner is not the same. I'll apply some mascara. So while we are letting the mascara dry, I'll go ahead now and do the face. Miriam, hi, welcome to my life. I'm doing great, thank you. And you? So I already have my face prepped. Like, I've applied my moisturizer, I've applied my sunscreen. I'll go ahead now and apply a primer. This is the one I'll be using. It's from Maybelline. Oh jeez. So I'll go ahead and apply some. Then with my finger, I'm going to rub that into my skin. The reason why I like this primer is because it has kind of a glow in it. It makes your face look glowy. So now, if it's a makeup that you're going to be using for a long time, you want to set this in place. You want to set your base in place before you go. You want to set the primer, the prepping that you did, set it up. Then before you go on top of it with your foundation. So the foundation I'll be using today is the Juvia's Place foundation in the shade Lagos. This one. I'm going to put a little bit at the back of my hand. This Juvia's Place foundation is very full coverage, so that's why I'm taking it a little bit at a time, because I don't want something that I don't want too much product on my face. So I'm going to pick up the foundation. Now go ahead and just apply that like that, and I'll be avoiding the under eye area because that is where I crease a lot. I normally crease in that area, so I'm going to avoid that for now. can see that I'm applying it towards my hairline. You want to do that when you're applying your foundation. Don't avoid your hairline. Apply some there, because if not, you'll be looking like your face will be looking something different, while your hairline will be looking something different. You want to blend them together. Then I'll take the flat brush I use for my concealer and conceal the top of the brow. Like as I said before, I'm going to be using the foundation to conceal the top of the brow. When I'm concealing the top of my brows, I go slow. I go really slow, because the top of my brow is normally the one that uh, like the top of the brow is normally the one that spoil the shape of my brows most of the time. So I always try to take my time. So before I forget, I'm going to pop up my lashes. So you want to just hold it and press with your natural lash. I think that is looking good. So I'm going to take my foundation brush, this one, and before I start blending, I'm going to spray the face a little bit because I've been waiting for some time. I'll be wasting time. I will needed to blend that first, but I'm going to set it. After doing that, I'll take my brush and tap that into my skin. So I'll add a little bit of the foundation again. Bayo, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. So I'm going to take a sponge and tap to blend that foundation into my skin. Welcome to my life. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Please guys, power tap your screen for me. TikTok is trying to turn off my life. Please help me to power tap your screen. Diatu, thank you for joining me. Please help me to power tap, I beg. Power tap for me. Lydia, you're welcome to my life. Please power tap your screen for me. I don't get the brow today. I don't get this brow today. It's not giving me. What's going on? So after blending my concealer, And after blending my foundation, I'll go ahead now and start applying my concealer. I'm still going to use the same concealer I use for concealing my brow, which is this one. I'm going to apply this one at this inner corner. So after applying my concealer, I'll go ahead and apply my contour. Rama, you're welcome to my live. Joy, welcome to my live. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Thank you so much for joining me. So for my contour, I'll be using NYX cream color, this one. To contour my nose, I'm going to use this brush. So you want to just pick up the product and start from where you start your brow, like right here. And make the shape that you want. So the closer you bring your contour to the center, the smaller your nose will look. Geta, thank you for joining me. Then I'll just take a brush, grab the product like this. You can see your own natural black dark line. That's where you want to apply it. Betty, you're welcome to my live. Then you apply that and take that up to your hairline. Margarita, welcome to my life. Please, guys, let's power tap our screen. So after applying my contour, I'm going to take my blush. I'll take my finger and apply that on top of my cheekbone. Then I like to take it up a little bit like that. Hi. Oh, nice. Let the single breathe. Hi. Did you change your name? How are you doing? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Good evening. Like the name that came out, like TikTok don't the wine. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So after I applied my highlight and my contour with my blush, I'm going to set my face again. This is the setting spray I'm using. It's from Elf. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Guys, let's take the likes to 1,000. I beg you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes. Welcome to my live. So after blow drying that, I'm going to start blending the dark shade first. So I'll start with the contour shade. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What I'm doing is I'm tapping that in to blend it. Then blending it towards my hairline. Then on your jawline, you want to blend it down to your neck. Then on my nose, I'm just pinching the brush like this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So with the same brush, I'm going to blend the blush area. so it's not too red. It just blend easily with the contour shade. So after I do that, I'll go ahead now and start blending the area where I apply the. Thank you, Getter. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. So I'll go ahead and start blending the area where I apply the highlight, which is the area where I applied the concealer. So to blend that first, I'll use the brush. I'll use this brush to blend it first. Then I'll go in with a sponge to just make sure that everything is smooth. So now I'm just using this brush to tap it. Like this area, I'm not touching it yet. I really want that coverage, every coverage that I need in that area. So I'm not touching that yet. I'm going to blend the entire highlighted area. Then when I'm done with that, before I'll come and blend the outer, this corner, this inner corner. Now, when you're blending your forehead, if you're somebody that have a bigger forehead like mine, or maybe bigger than mine, don't blend this concealer up. Blend it, leave it only where you apply it. Because if you blend it too wide, it's going to make the face look very, very big. Daitu, thank you for joining me. So you want to try to avoid doing that, because if you do that, your face is going to be so wide. So after doing that, I'm going to spray a little bit more. Then I'll use my sponge to blend. But before I use my sponge to blend, I'll make sure that I have my powder at hand, because immediately you blend, you want to just go ahead and set. You don't want to blend then leave it for it to start creasing before you set. You don't want to do that. So you want to blend immediately. You're blending, you're setting it. If you want to bake, you want to set first before you go ahead and bake. So I'll be using the GVS Place powder in the shade Kalahari. Then I'll also be using the lighter shade of the, which is the HD powder from ELF. I'm also going to be using this one. So So I'll be using this brush to set. Then now, with the clean side of the sponge, I'm going to use that to blend. I'm going to use that to blend the concealer. So I'm just going to tap in very quickly. Like, I'm not going to give it time to sit and crease. Then the area where I use, the part of the sponge where I use in blending the foundation, I'm going to use it to blend. So you get rid of, like, blend the dark side and the lines that you have. You can see how harsh the lines are. Here is all blended out. You want to blend that to get rid of the harsh line. But if you forget this step, Sarah, you're welcome. If you forget this step, when you're blending, when you're applying your powder, you can use a big fluffy brush to get rid of those lines. Also, using your skin shade powder. So you can see that my blend is still smooth. It's not creasing up yet. I'll pick up the powder. I'm using the HD powder from e.l.f. Like that. Then I'll start down here. Since this area is where I crease a lot, I'll start down here to set. Then whatever little product is left on the brush, then I take it close to my eye. Like that. And to set it, what I'm doing is I'm pressing the powder into my skin. So the reason why I'm pressing, not sweeping, because the product I'm working on top of it is wet. So if you go and start sweeping, you're going to move that product. You don't want to do that. So you want to tap to blend it. Tap to set it. Like that. So you can see that I'm applying the powder only on the areas where I applied the I'm applying the powder only on the areas where I apply the highlight, the concealer. So I'm going to get a bronzer, this one. This is the one I'm going to use to set the areas where I apply the contour shade. So I'm going to take the product, and still you want to tap to blend. So when it comes to makeup, the real deal is blending. You want to take your time to blend that product in. Happiness, you're welcome to my life. Habibi, welcome to my life. To set the contour on my nose.
Mama, cuando viene papá.
Dentro de poco.
Vale.
So to set the contour on my nose, I'm going to use a smaller brush because we want that to be only where we put it. We don't want to darken the whole nose. So now I'm going to take a powder puff like this. Alba, you're welcome to my life. Then I'll pick up the Juvia's Place powder. I'm just tapping the excess on the back of my hand. Then what I'll do is I'll use it to tap the under eye area because this powder makes it really, really bright. You can see that. Then I'll just gently dust that off. Now I'm sweeping it because I already have the under eye set. I'm working on with dry product, not wet. So I'll go ahead and apply a powder blush. So now with a big fluffy brush like this, I'll take this pressed powder from e.l.f. Thank you for joining me, guys. I appreciate you. Gaviota, you're welcome to my life. I'll take just a little bit like that. Now I'm going to buff the entire face. Serendipia, thank you for joining me. Nida, thank you for joining. So now I'm just buffing the entire face. Just making sure that everything is nice and smooth. Then I'll pick up a small brush. Before I do that, I'm going to apply some liner on my waterline. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. So with the brush, I'm going to take the brown shade, which is this one. Then I'll try to leave that shade only close to the waterline. I'm not going to bring it down.
Así. ¿Vale?
Vale. Vivi, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Please power tap your screen for me, guys. So when you do this type of look, you can go ahead and add rhinestones, add whatever you want to add. But I don't have time. I would have added some rhinestone on it. Maybe on the next live we'll do something like this, but with a different color. So you know that it's not only with brown. Something like this is not only with brown that you can do. You can do it with different eyeshadow colors. So I'll put some mascara on the lower lash line.
Me caído las bolitas en la cole.
En el cole, déjalo ahí encima.
Aquí encima.
Ujú. Y cierrame la puerta, gracias.
Vale.
Okay. Miriam, you're welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me. Please help me to power tap your screen, please. Power tap your screen for me. Let's power tap. So I'll go ahead and apply some highlight. So for my highlight today, I'm going to be using this highlight from Makeup Revolution. On my nose, I'm going to take my finger, pick that up and apply it on my nose. Then I'll just kind of tap it to blend it. Okay, now I'm going to set my face with this again. That's to just give it a fresh look. Then I'll blow that to dry it. Concha, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me. Please power tap your screen for me. So now I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to be using, I'll use this lip gloss to line the lips. I'll take a brush like this to blend that. Amina, welcome to my live. Salus, welcome to my live. Please, guys, power tap your screen for me. Good.
Mamá, ¿quieres venir con nosotros?
Es que estoy molido.
Sí.
I am mole.
¿Quieres venir con nosotros? Sí.
Mamá, I am molated. You know? Si me siento... No me da.
Papá, yo quiero agua fría.
Vale, nena, pues explica.
So what I did to get it like that, I went ahead and put a little bit of dark brown. That's why I give it this nice looking color. So I went ahead and used this. It's from Be Perfect Cosmetics. So go ahead now and apply some lip gloss. To finish that up, I'm going to clean the corners. I'll be using a little bit of concealer. I'm using the dark shade. Then with the puff, I'll use it to blend. When you're doing this, you want to be careful because it's easy to mess up the entire thing. Like this lip combo, wow, It's looking so yummy. Precious, you're welcome to my life. So I'm going to seal this makeup because I want this to stay on till when I want to take it out. Okay, guys, I can't find my setting spray to seal this makeup, so I'll just end the makeup, then I'll set it later when I find out. Okay, so now I'm going to use this to finally set the whole face. Okay guys, this is what I'm looking like right now. Tell me what you think about this makeup look in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments and order. Thank you so much. See you next time.